Hi guys, welcome to the second day of the 10 days of fangirling, and today I have the worst and best TV shows of 2017. Now, 2017 for shows was an okay year. Some of them were major flops, and some of them were really great. So I'm gonna get into that right now. Starting with my worst show of the year. So number 11, I gave a chance. I was going to put a review for it up in my channel, but then I hated this so much that I thought, why give it the publicity it so desperately wants? So I didn't. So coming in at number 11 is the remake to Dynasty. I think Dynasty was a popular show in the 80s that they decided to remake, and I watched it because it had Sybil from the Vampire Diaries on it, Natalie. I know her name's Natalia something, or Natalie something. Something I just can't pop into my mind right now what her name actually is. But it had Sybil from the Vampire Diaries, and she also plays Grace on Unreal. So I decided, hey, this actress I like, so I'll watch her new show. I probably shouldn't have, because this show was horrible. When one of its casting is Elizabeth Guile, like, I'm not doubting Elizabeth Guile, she was one of the parts of the show I could actually stand, but the show was horrible, and I didn't like it, and it was like every teen drama around, even though it's trying to be new adult dramatic, so I didn't like it. Like, the teen shows on CW are a-okay, but the rest of them I don't really like, I've noticed. So coming in at number 10 is Baby Daddy. It was the final season of Baby Daddy this year, and I hated the ending. The ending was so How I Met Your Mother, like, they build up to anticipation of the final moment, and then it just doesn't happen, and I'll say that. So coming in at number 9 is Young and Hungry. I adore Emily Osment ever since her Hannah Montana days where she played Lily. So I thought, hey, let's give the show a chance. And at first I really liked Young and Hungry. I thought it was really funny and cutesy, and I loved her love interest, but at the same time, I can only take so much back and forth between the two love interests before I really get annoyed with the show, and this is where the show fails me a lot. Coming in at number 8 is Riverdale. Riverdale is a CW show following characters from the Archie comic books. And the problem with Riverdale that I've had so far is the fact that I can't watch it weekly. Like, I get too bored and I just want to get it over with. It seems like it has the aspects of a good show, and I'm waiting for it to be this great show, but it always lets me down at the last possible minute by taking the easiest route out that they possibly can, and this is why this show fails for me. On so many levels, I love the characters, especially Betty. Betty is my favorite character. Not sure how to feel about Veronica this season. She's really getting on my nerves. And Archie, everyone knows how I feel about Archie. I just wish he would stick to dating one person for a while and not be this constant back and forth between characters that I've seen him do, and I'm just like, ugh. So coming in number 7, which is weird that I ranked this so high, but it is one of my favorite shows of all time, but this season was just really bad. And what was horrible is this was the final season of it, and that's The Vampire Diaries. The Vampire Diaries came in at number 7 for me. And I had to give it number 7 because season 8, let's just say now, was a shit show, and I hated it so much. I hated the villains. I hated that it didn't have one big bad. They had to switch out the big bads, and I've noticed Vampire Diaries does that a lot, and it's very frustrating, and apparently I'm losing my voice today, and apologize if I had to clear my throat anytime during this video. And that ending, they told us from the very beginning, this isn't spoilers, that they were gonna kill off one of the major characters. Not gonna say who it is, for people who haven't watched season 8 yet, but I just thought it was the easiest route they could have taken for that. And it looked like they were going on a very daring route, which I would have hated at first, but I would have appreciated later on in the show, but they didn't stick to that route. And I've noticed this trope happening a lot lately, even in movies. I've noticed this trope happening a lot lately. And if you know what trope I'm talking about, if you watched the season 8 finale, in that death scene, you would know what the trope is. And I've noticed that going around a lot. It was even in the newest Star Wars, guys, and it's just a trope that I don't like. So coming in at number 6 is Pretty Little Liars. Now, this ending wasn't the greatest ending. Of course, they did a major cop-out. I don't know what is up with them shows taking the easiest route nowadays, just so they don't piss off fans. I really think fan service makes or breaks a show, and if they really go with what fans want, you could totally tell by the ending of the show. Yeah, so that's why I'm not, like, the hugest fan of the Pretty Little Liars finale, because it looked like they were just copping out and trying to be a different ending, but it really wasn't. It's following most of the 2017 patterns I've noticed. So there was that. So coming in at my top 5 favorite shows of this year, at number 5 we have Fuller House. I know, Fuller House being number 5. It really is surprising me that Fuller House got so high up on this list, but 1, for nostalgic reasons, and for 2, this season, they had a story arc that happened that I really enjoyed. And they finally stopped going will she, won't she, with the 2 love interests that she had. But it looks like they're gonna go back to that, and I really don't want that to happen. I want it to stick for a while, if everyone knows what I mean, but hopefully it sticks. Hopefully we don't have to do the whole will she, won't she date this guy thing, because I'm getting tired of love triangles in TV shows. I already have them enough in my books, don't need them in my TV shows too. So coming in number 4 as a Netflix original, what I was surprised would be so high up on the list, and that's Atypical. Atypical follows, I believe his name is Sam. I want to say his name is Sam. I don't think his name's Sam, but right now we'll call him Sam because that's what I think is right. I don't know if it's right. It follows this boy with autism, I think he has. And it's done very well. And I totally loved the show. I didn't think I would love this show, but it was on my recommended list, and it was at 100%. So I'm like, okay, I trust Netflix opinion sometimes. So I clicked on it, and I loved it, and the sister on this show is so rockin', and so is the love interest for this guy. I mean, she's awesome, too. I just love these 2 to pieces. So coming in at number 3 is one of my favorite shows. I didn't think it would be my favorite show at first, but it is. I watched almost all 7 to 8 seasons of it on Netflix, and that's Shameless. I love Shameless. If you don't know what Shameless is, Google it. It's been around for a while. It's a Showtime show. So I gave it a chance, I think, around this time last year, because one of my coworkers wanted me to watch the show. They were like, oh, you should definitely watch Shameless. It's a great show. You'll really love it. And I really did end up loving it. I love every character except Debbie. I've heard she gets better this season, but fingers crossed that she does, because I have lost faith in Debbie as a character, honestly. But I do love this show. It's a really great show. Great show. So coming in at number 2 is a Netflix original that had a lot of controversy surrounding it, but since I've read the book, and this is like one of my favorite books of all time, and this adaptation was done really well. Well, I'm gonna have to go with number 2 slotting of 13 Reasons Why. Now, I do get the controversy out there that it's a revenge show. I do get that a lot, and I'm not saying it's okay, but Hannah's not the reason why this show is so great to me. I love the show because of the main character and the supporting characters, because they did what the book didn't do and fleshed out those supporting characters and their reactions. And they even had what happened to her parents after her death, and it was great. A great way to follow up with the story. Now, I don't necessarily know if we should have got a season 2. I think the show was perfect as is and should have been left alone at that, like a miniseries. But I'm intrigued to see what Selena Gomez and the writing team will do with this one. And I can't wait. So coming in number 1 is not going to be a surprise to anyone who's been around on my channel for a while. I do weekly videos when I can of this show. The songs are getting better, the story plot's getting better, the love interest is getting better, and that's Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. Never have I ever seen a show pick up so fast. They were getting threatened to be canceled in season 2, so they totally changed their plot around and made it more serious this season, and I love the seriousness. I love the non-seriousness of Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, but this new plot that they're having right now really makes the show. For me, I am ecstatic to give Crazy Ex-Girlfriend my top spot of the year. Because I feel Rachel Bloom and everyone involved in that show deserves a number 1 spot for what they've done, not only in season 2, because season 2 wasn't that bad, but in the beginning of season 3, because season 3 has been one of its best seasons. Season 2 being its worst, gotta say it. It didn't have the intrigue season 1 did, had a loss of one of its major characters, but came back strong in season 3 and said, look at us, no matter if we lose major characters, we could still pull off a really great concept for the show, and they do, and it's awesome. If you haven't watched Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, I suggest giving it a chance. Now, I am gonna stop you and say that it is a musical, so if you don't like musicals, don't give it a shot, but I feel like it is so much more than a musical dramedy. It has really touched me this season, and it deserves my number 1 spot. So there you guys have it. That was my worst and best TV shows of 2017. Tune in tomorrow. I'll be doing my favorite musical artist of 2017 and discussing some of my favorite songs that they've had for this year. I'm super excited for my 10 days of fangirling. I might extend it to 12. I don't know. Comment down below and let me know, and I will see you guys in the next video.